Hi guys, this is Rachna from Delhi. I'm a counseling psychologist and today I want to share some viewpoints on self-care. Whenever we talk of self-care, we actually talk of just one or two things. Maybe purchase of a dress, or maybe having any personalized meal for yourself, or maybe watching a favorite movie, and that's done. That is the self-care in a layman's understanding. But I tell you one thing, that self-care has various dimensions which we have not thought of. So self-care has basically 8 dimensions. The number one is physical, the number two is emotional, and then psychological, professional, spiritual, financial, environmental, and social. So self-care has basically 8 dimensions, and whenever we talk of self-care, we actually neglect these aspects and we just stick to one thing, sometimes only about healthy eating and exercise and some favorite kind of stuffs, and that's the whole self-care people talk about. Let's go more deep into self-care and let's see how what we can find out from there. First of all, I want to take financial self-care. Whether you are earning yourself or you are depending on spouse, that's good enough. The only question I want to raise here is that are you able enough to cover up your expenses, and maybe you may be left out with some money at the end of the month, and if what you are doing with that, are you saving that money? So that here the point lies, that everyone should be able to do that. Everyone should be in a position to save that money, even if it is rupees 100, 200, 500, 1k, 2k, and so on. It entirely depends on you. But if one must think of this thing, that whenever we are financially strong, it gives a different kind of emotional strength, that we are in a position to handle our problems, to handle our expenses, and our future is secure and safe. So if you are missing out this thing, please take a note of it, that savings are must. And then if you are having good amount of savings, are you investing it to multiply that money? You must know, everybody knows law of attraction. So money attracts money. So if you are having sufficient money, it's going to attract more money. So are you investing it somewhere? Ask your investor or your banker where you can invest starting from minimum amount, and then you can move on. So that is the financial self-care. Let's move on to another aspect, which is social self-care. So when we talk of social self-care, are you able to mingle in a group easily? If you are restricted yourself, if you are restrained yourself from moving along in a group, self-care is missing, because one cannot live in isolation. We are human beings, we are a part of society, we are social beings as well. In sociology we say that we are social beings as well. So what we are doing for that, it's not like that every time we have to do something, but whatever we are doing, are we able to cope up with do we have a pro-social behavior, that we are helping others before they reach to us, before they speak out, before they say to us, are we able to reach out to them? That is also social self-care. And taking care of everybody's emotions and feelings is also social self-care. So next time, whenever you are moving in a group, please take care of your emotions, your attitude, your behavior, as well of that group. The next thing comes is physical. So whenever we talk of physical self-care, we know these things. This just a gentle reminder to you, that please associate yourself with any group, so that you get to know about the right kind of exercises for your body and right kind of micro and macro nutrients for your body, which you need it on everyday basis. A good knowledge of this is very, very essential and very important. So if you are doing it good enough, if you are not doing it, I advise you to go to some good nutritionist and take some nice good advice which is going to help you in achieving your health targets as well, whether it's a weight reduction or maybe keep a target of reducing your medicines before you want to reduce your weight. That's my one pro tip to you, that please take a note of these things. Next is psychological. Are you taking care of these psychological aspects? That are you prone to get angry, or something disturbs you for a long time, or is it so that you are in a vicious cycle of negative thought process and you are finding it difficult to come out of that? Is it so? So that is the psychological, so you are missing out the psychological self-care. So one pro tip for that is that whenever you are in a vicious cycle of negative thoughts, or you are facing mood swings, or you are feeling low for any reason, just start writing it on a piece of paper. Everything which is there in your mind or in the layers of your subconscious mind is going to come on that paper, and you are going to reduce it. You will be able to eliminate it and throw that paper. There's no need to read it again and again. It's just going to give you a mind clarity. Next, talk of emotional self-care. Are you taking care of your emotions? Are you taking care of your feelings, what you are feeling? Sometimes it happens that we go to market, and when we are back, we are fighting. So something has happened in the market. Maybe you have not purchased anything of your choice, or maybe you skipped it, or you left it, or you forget it, whatever it has happened. But if you are in a position to buy it, go back to the market, purchase it for yourself. That's a part of self-care. So don't miss out on your emotional aspect. If you want to have something and you are missing out, you are taking care of your family all the time, you are taking care of your kids all the time, what about you? You have to make a nice meal for yourself, although, and let others also adjust according to that on that particular day. So keep at least one day in a week where the whole day, the 3 meals and the snack will be of your choice, and everybody will be enjoying it. Don't push it. Don't force them to have it because being in authoritative mode. No, not like that. But just be calm and cool and enjoy that food with your family. They are also going to enjoy. So there's no need to fight for these things. The other thing is the professional aspect. So the professional aspect is that, are you taking care of your profession? The maximum challenge faced by people is, especially if I talk of girls, that they always have a dilemma that if they are working before marriage, whether they are going to complete it, continue it after marriage or not. That is their first dilemma. The second thing for boys is if the job is movable, how they are going to cope up with their family, with their parents. There are so many lots of challenges. Sometimes, most of the times, girls drop down when they are planning to have a baby, and then they generally don't come back in their profession. So if you are in this kind of mode, I advise you to come back to your profession as soon as things are normal in your life, and you can restart from anywhere. At the age of 42, I am in this second profession of my life. The first one was challenging. It was a transferable job, so I left it, and here I am with you. Studied further for this field, and now helping people as a counselor. So definitely things work for you when your mind, thoughts and actions are aligned. Here everything is going to change. So try to create a balance in your personal and professional life, and it's very easy to say, but it's very, very difficult, I know. But you can definitely can create a balance in your personal and professional life by following the communication technique. Because when family is in favor, obviously you are at peace, you are at inner peace, you are at emotional peace, and this is going to give you strength to come back into your career. And if you are not able to communicate, I still advise you to start something which is favorable to you according to your family circumstances. There's no need to give up at any point of time. And one more thing is regarding environmental self-care is that, are you taking care of your environment? These days we are saying that Mother Nature is creating a balance in the form of COVID. We heard of these things that it happened, and when we are watching in this era that is, yes, mother nature is creating a balance. So please take care of an environment. Wastage of natural resources is a heinous crime, I think. So do not do that. Reuse, reduce, recycle, the 3 R's, the concept of 3 R's. Take care of the environment, and the environment in return is definitely gonna take care of you. So these are some self-care tips. Next video will also be on self-care, covering some more dimensions. If you like my work, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to have a personal booking, my WhatsApp number is given in the description box. You can WhatsApp me and then we can decide about it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye, take care, stay blessed.